right, we're now joined at the podium by Tennessee head coach Kelly Harper and student athletes Ray Burrell and Tamari Key. Coach, if you don't mind opening up with an opening statement.
Yeah, all wins are good wins, especially when you get to the NCAA tournament and you're playing a talented team like Buffalo. So, you know, I'm obviously really excited to be moving on to play again and proud of our team. You know, I thought we knew we had a huge challenge, especially for us on the defensive end. And we held them under their average, and I think that was a huge key to the game. You know, offensively, we weren't always great, but you know, we were tough and hung in there, and gave ourselves an opportunity to play again.
All right, we'll now take questions for the student athletes. Right here.
She's still going.
Maria Cornelius, 247 Sports. Ray, you really erupted in the second half offensively. What was the difference for you after halftime?
Just my teammates getting me in good positions and just fixing my shot. I wasn't falling in the first half, so I knew I had to get it up a little bit because it was like a little too long or like to the left. So just fixing it, and then my teammates putting me in great positions.
Cora Hall with Knoxville News Sentinel. This is for either of you guys. It was only a 2-point lead at halftime, and then Alexis Dye scored a 6-0 run to come out in the third. Could either of you explain kind of what that does for you guys mentally?
Snoop is a spark for us. We know that when she goes in the game, she's going to give it everything she has, going to the basket, grabbing rebounds. So we knew that her coming in the third, she was going to give us that spark that we needed.
Yeah, she definitely changed the momentum for us.
Rachel Lindsay from the Buffalo News. This question is for Tamari. Inside, what did your team do defensively? You know, really get when like Adebola, Adeyeye, and Alea Gaba in foul trouble early and take the inside game out of the equation for UB in the second half?
I think our guards were aggressive in getting to the basket. And, you know, we emphasized that at halftime that the guards needed to be aggressive going to the basket and that the post also needed to be more active in the paint. So I think with the combination of both of those things, we were able to get their post in foul trouble.
Hey guys, this is for either Ray Burrell or Tamari Key, Kellyanne Stitz with WATE-TV. How was it for you guys overall, just the experience of playing at home in the NCAA tournament?
I mean, it's always great playing in front of our fans. They just give us so much energy, and we really feed off that. So I think it really helped us just to get our energy going and then just to represent our school as well.
Down here, no problem.
For both players, the quirk of the SEC tournament is you've got 2 weeks off between. Kelly probably had a little mini training camp for you guys. How nice was it to just get back on the court and play a game? And was there a little rust to knock off after 2 weeks?
I think for us the 2 weeks was really good. We got better every day in practice, and we worked really hard. So I think that was really good for us. And also I think in the game it's always your first win usually when you're coming back from playing after 2 weeks. So I think other than that, though, I think we came out really good in the first quarter.
Yeah, like TK said, I think the 2 weeks really just helped prepare us. When we first got back from the SEC tournament, we had some really good hard practices that we needed, and then we also had really good rest days that we also needed, and then also some bonding in between there. So I think it was really good for us as a team. So then we just came excited to play today.
Ray, this is for you. Buffalo stayed in this game until the fourth quarter, until your three-pointer 2 minutes in put you guys up by 10. They never got within 10 again. What were you seeing then, and how important was it for you to make that shot after the first half wasn't really going your way?
I was just thinking be aggressive. Like TK said, the guards need to be more aggressive, and so I was just looking for my shot, and I just saw opportunity, and I took it. And then the team did the rest with just making sure we got stops and emphasizing on the turnovers that we were able to cause and get transition buckets.
And here in front again.
Tamari, did you think that the good luck gods might be on your side after Strickland hit a three that hit I think it was Sarah Puckett, hit a three that hit the backboard, hit the front rim, and fell in? Did you feel pretty good at that point that might be your day?
I mean, that's the luck of playing at home. First round NCAA tournament, being able to host. I feel like the basketball gods just were in our favor today.
Down here in front.
Maybe kind of an underrated contributor today was Jordan Walker. You know, she made some big plays down the stretch when it came to getting to the rim and, you know, staying poised when Buffalo's defense was really on you guys. You know, what does her, I guess, composure on the court do for you guys, especially when she's able to get to the hoop and finish like that?
I think it's great for us. She works so hard. Like, if there's a loose ball, she's going to jump on the ground for it. But it's nothing new to us. She does it in practice every single day. So for us, it just, like you said, just keeps the composure for the team. And then it also keeps the tempo high just by her showing that she's jumping on the floor. And then we're like, okay, we're going to jump on the floor too. So she kind of just leads that.
Yeah, I think to second that, in the first half, just playing me and Ray kind of not trying to figure it out, trying to find our shots and stuff like that. Just seeing Joe being aggressive and attacking the basket, going to get boards and stuff, it fuels us, and it's fire for the rest of the team. So, yeah.
Here again, and then we'll go over here to Tyler on the left.
For both Ray and Tamari, I mean, Buffalo was kind of a trendy pick for an upset, which was kind of understandable. They're a really tough team. Just what are your takeaways after playing them about their toughness and how much parity there is right now in women's basketball?
I mean, it's a tournament. It's anybody's game. Your record or your conference that you play in doesn't matter at this point. It's just who you're up against and who, like Coach always said, who's gonna be the tougher team. So they're a tough team, but sorry, we were just a tougher team.
I think we knew coming into this game that they were going to give us their all. We don't expect that any team would come in and be intimidated or not want to beat us because we are Tennessee. So I think they played really hard today, though. Got to give props to our guards, too, who I think all of them ended up guarding number 2 at some point in the game, trying to get her to, you know, make tougher shots and running around with her on defense. So I know that was a big help for us today, too, as well.
Yeah, respect to number 2 because she was making tough shots, too.
Tyler Wombles with the Daily Times. For either player, it's got to be tough whenever you're playing a team like Buffalo that's just hitting those threes and really responding every time you seem to hit a shot. Is there anything that you guys talked about or said to each other to sort of keep yourselves pumped up and knowing, like, we've got to just keep going and not let it get to us?
Respond, like you said. I feel like Coach harped on.
No pun intended.
Coach harped on it before the game. You know, they're going to make tough shots, but it was what we did with those tough shots. We could play good defense. They can make a tough shot, come down, make a shot, and come back again on defense and guard again. So I think the next play mentality was really big for us in that aspect.
Yeah, definitely next play mentality. Whatever happened already happened. All you can do is just, like she said, respond and get it back.
We have time for one more question. Over here on the right.
First half shot around 31%. Second half in the third quarter, you're almost shooting 75% in the third and ended up shooting 55 to end the second half. How important is that for you guys offensively to continue that momentum and to be able to end that whole half shooting well?
I think that's big for us, and we need each other to make the shots that we know that we can make. Like putting our teammates in the positions to be able to hit shots, I feel like is really good for us. It gets us going. I feel like our defense gets us going, but coming out in the third quarter, we were really just locked in on trying to finish around the basket especially, so I feel like that was good for us today too.
Yeah, definitely. I think when our percentage was a little bit lower in the first half, it was a lot of just missed points around the basket that we weren't taking our time on, that we just was trying to throw back up. So I think we really focused on it more in the second half to take our time and really try to get it in.
Okay. Ray, Tamari, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll open it up for questions for head coach Kelly Harper. Right here on the right.
Coach, I mean, the whole point, survive in advance. Did you see a little rust that needed to be knocked off after that 2 weeks, or just a little bit of a slower start? I mean, you actually got out to a pretty good start, but then it just sort of, you kind of hit the brakes on it.
Yeah, no, I honestly, to start the game, I didn't feel like we looked rusty. I mean, we came out pretty aggressive, and you know, they adjust. I think they called a timeout. They made some adjustments, and I thought we got a little passive. I thought we were just a little bit on our heels offensively in the first half. So we did at halftime, they talked about it. We did at halftime talk to our team about being more aggressive, especially our guards. And if they're a little bit more aggressive, whether that's attacking or looking to get the ball inside, we think we would be better off. So I think that helped us offensively.
Kelly, going off of what your players said about taking more time around finishing around them, really focusing on that, how big was that for you to see that adjustment in your players to focus and just settle in and make sure they're finishing those, especially going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we had great looks in the first half, and I told them, I said, we're just looking like we're trying to get it up on the backboard somewhere. We got to finish those. And, they settled down, took their time, and finished those obviously a lot better in the second half. And we can do that. We can do that. We've just got to, have the focus to be able to do it.
Kelly, Deasia Fair was really a focus of this team, but what did you think of Georgia Woolley's performance tonight? 15 points and 7 steals, especially defensively.
Yeah, they've got two kids that can put up big numbers. Obviously, Fair can get a shot off at any point, and she can make them. It makes it very difficult to guard her when you can't keep the ball out of her hands. You can't keep her from taking a shot. All you can do is hope you're making her take tough shots. But if we did lose Woolley a couple times, that we left her wide open. Now she can score also with the defense, so you can't give her the wide open looks. But she's had both of them have had tremendous seasons this year, and we knew they were going to be, like I said, they were going to be a handful for us to guard.
Teresa Walker, Associated Press. Kelly, obviously the focus just finished the game and haven't had any time to really soak this in, but Tennessee now remains perfect in the first round on this court. Is that one of those things that it is a point of pride to, for this team when you get a chance to look back and think, this is a measure that this team is able to continue?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it. We get here, and I mean, you guys are great at pulling up all kinds of stats. Y'all can find something now. But for us, we're just going in and trying to take care of our business, and there is a lot of pride. There's a lot of pride, but there's pride for us in November, in December. We don't have to wait till March to feel that. And I think when we were excited to get to play here, I'm proud of our team for earning this opportunity. And when you walk out there, it was a great environment. To play basketball in. Just happy for our team.
Coach, something you take a lot of pride in is rebounding, and you out-rebounded the Bulls 55-38. But Tamari Key was a huge difference maker down the stretch. Especially, she had a double-double, but she had 8 offensive rebounds. Just what impact did she have in this win?
Well, I thought she played much more confident and much more, played more physically in the second half. She was going after more boards. We were able to get her a few more touches. Now, a lot of that had to do with our guards being a little bit more aggressive. But, I pulled her over. I think there was 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth, and I pulled her over, and I said, all right, how many minutes can you go here? I'm going to have to – I need you in there as long as possible. And she looked up. We thought about it. She deliberated a little bit, but she said, I can go. And that's why we kept her in, because she was playing well and making a huge difference on the court on both ends.
Coach, obviously Ray struggled there a little bit to start out. She sort of found her way later, even hit some buckets. How big is it to have a player like that's able to sort of find their way throughout the game, and even when they're not doing stuff right, then sort of turn it around as it goes on?
Well, I tell you what, Ray got several defensive boards, and sometimes if your shot's not going in, you've got to find some other way to be productive. And she got some boards. I thought she got her a couple of easy shots in the second half that sometimes you just need to see the ball go in. She got to the free throw line. So really, really proud of her, staying aggressive and staying with it, and staying confident. And I thought she had a really good second half.
You're on the right.
Kelly, obviously it's a tournament, anything can happen. So when Ray hit that 3 to go up 10 in the fourth quarter, your team never let them back in after that. How big is that for you to know that you guys have the confidence to close out the game like that?
Yeah, going down the stretch, my thought process was how many threes is it going to take them to catch up? Because at any point they can make threes, and I was really proud of our team, because I thought we really played with a lot of grit and toughness offensively down the stretch. Usually you see that on the defensive end, but I thought we had it there offensively, and Ray stepping up, making that shot, getting the ball to Tamari, getting some offensive boards, getting ourselves to the free throw line. That was good to see.
We've got time for one more question from Coach.
A quick thing about Sarah Puckett. Did you think you were living right when that ball went in? And then the second part, just Buffalo, just how tough they played, just what a tremendous. I think they were personally underseeded. I think they deserved a better seed, but they are just a tough team.
Yeah, let me answer this, Sarah Puckett. I'm so glad you asked me because I wanted to answer it when you asked the girls. All I could think about when Sarah banked that in was how many bank shots people have made on us all season long. And I thought it's about time that we banked one in as well. So I felt good about that. I tell you what, I've been pretty stressed over this opponent. Buffalo was really good. Our players knew it. They knew it. They did not overlook them. They understood this was a very good basketball team. You know, they are hot. They're coming in hot. They've got a lot of pieces. They're tough. They're not going to back down. And when you have a player that can just go score at any point, I mean, it gives you confidence as her teammates that they can go out and make plays. And that's why this is a really good win for us. I know it. I'm proud of it because Buffalo is tough. They're really good.
All right, thank you, Coach, for joining us.
All right,
Congratulations.
thank you, guys.